Hey, oh my God, I'm so nervous. It's been a while. Yeah, so I'm up northeast now. The tree line is slowly coming together. This is just temporary because I got him chilling, so I put him in this first one. But he's not gonna be a permanent fixture on the set. He's just chilling right now with me. I don't know really what to talk about. I've been humbled, man. I've been spending a lot of time with family, and I thought I knew a lot more than I did. And well, I mean, like with work, I've been learning a lot, and I'm blessed to have the instruction that I have from my family. I'm just been humbled, I guess. Life life humbles you from time to time, and this has been one of those real, um, just I don't know, just it's been real, man. So I'm getting used to it. I don't know. It's just like difficult to speak. I don't know so much about my surrounding. I'm getting used to it. We're getting used to it. I've been learning a lot of about framing and framing bedrooms and building walls. I'm starting slow, and trying to go as quickly as I can. Learning wise, it's difficult for me. I'm learning that my brain doesn't function as quick as I don't know. Maybe is it all Northeasterners? Maybe I don't know. But I do notice that these guys are just quicker. They're more witty. They're quick on their feet, man. In Florida, everybody's just kind of molasses and around. And no disrespect, I love Florida. Obviously, I'm a Floridian. I'm just trying to get on the level I need to be on. So it's awesome. I'm learning a lot. About work. Now moving forward, being around family has been amazing. It's just I get to see and be around nieces and nephews, which is insane. It's like I've been gone. It's like I've been away from here for like probably like 20 years, almost no shoot 2006. So, no 17 years. So a lot's happened, and it's so cool to be back and like see these little I don't want to say my name, but see these little next generation of our family just running around and smiling and laughing and being happy and enjoying life, and my siblings are great parents. They're just amazing parents. I feel like I have contributed. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, they're great people, but I feel like I've contributed way less than they have to the world. Just with these beautiful kids they brought into the world. I don't know. There's just happiness. These kids just their happiness is contagious. So I love being around them. I don't know. Yeah. So this is starting to look more and more like the right move to have made, and I'm happy to be here. I got my own little safe space, my own little spot. This little setup is probably temporary. Like I said, this is just really just for me. I guess if I have guests on, I'll have to set up a little bit more space. But yeah, no, I got myself like a little apartment here, and I got some space, and I got actually a lot of space for what I'm putting into it, which is really nothing. I'm pretty much floating through, carefree on this, and just being, family really stuck their neck out for me this time around, and it's phenomenal. I don't want to get too much into my personal stuff just because it's still very fresh, and I'm learning, boundaries, and like I said, I've been out away from here for a long time, and that means the people too. So I'm observant and just very excited to be here. Very anxious, still nervous. I mean, it's a process. It's like like when you deploy, you got to acclimate. I just feel like the acclimation process is, for deployments or any kind of big movements. You're running and you're with your guys, you're PTing all the time, and you're constantly testing your brain tactically and stuff. So like, I think acclimation in those processes are just quicker because I don't know, everything's moving faster. But I think acclimation now is, my little slow process. It might be a couple more weeks. I'm not rushing the process. But yeah, I don't even know what to talk about. I haven't been catching up on podcasts or nothing. I see here that Tim Burchett sit down with Sean Ryan. I was just watching it over here, and I'll probably continue that. But it seems like Tim Burchett's really milking this UFO UAP subcommittee leadership role. He just seems like going on podcasts. It's just a lot of smoke getting blown up people's asses, man. And now he's part of it. It looks like. I'm not saying it's the case, but I don't know if y'all follow the whole UFO UAP thing, but it's just interesting. Anyways, like I said, I haven't been following much of anything. I caught up on some Kill Tony episodes, and that's always hilarious and mind-numbing. So that's interesting. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm up in the Northeast. I won't be too more exact than that, and I enjoy it up here. I love the scenery, just driving. Oh my God, man. It's like, compared to Florida, it's like Florida, you're driving straight lines for long distances and that gets annoying. And then here you're driving, more so winding roads up and down, mountains and hills. And, you got to slow down around curves like every 2 seconds. But you're in excuse me, it's coming back, the burping. But here it's like, it's just beautiful too, because you got like the trees, the wildlife. The other night I was driving and I literally, it's probably not a big deal to any of you guys, but I seen a fox just like staring at my headlights. Obviously headlights at night, it's going to attract animals' eyeballs, but just staring at my headlights and like backing into the grass. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, because like you don't see that in Florida. But a couple nights before I left Florida, I was just kind of like throwing away some old stuff, and it wasn't at night actually. It was probably like 3 or 4 in the morning. I was just waking up early, packing, trying to move as quick as possible, and I go outside to throw some trash out, and I just see a deer like staring at me, and I don't know if that was like a moment, but it meant something to me. It was like spiritual, I guess, but I still couldn't make it out if it was like, you're doing the right thing, you're not doing the right thing. But but now I'm hoping it's still like you did the right thing. So I don't know. But it was spiritual to me. I don't know. So we sat there and stared at each other for like 10 or 15 seconds, and I just won't forget it. It was just a deer like 20 feet from me by my trash can, just staring at me, and I just stared at it. I was like, I'm gonna milk this moment, because how often do I get to stare at wildlife in their eyeballs, 20 feet away. And it's just ironic, or just cool and ironic, I guess, that it was just, the night or two before I left. So that was cool. And then the fox incident the other night. But I'm sure there'd be more incidents with wildlife up here. It's just more rural. It's just more, it's more in the trees, the mountains. It's just, God, it's beautiful up here. The Green Mountain. Well, I'm not going to say too much about my location, but just know it's the Northeast, and it's beautiful and scenic. And I'm going to be here indefinitely, at least for now. I'm not really planning on making a move here or there anytime soon. I figure I can work on this in the meantime on my little off time, my downtime, my relax, and be therapeutic time, which, like I've told you a million times, this is just therapeutic to me. So it's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to do it, I guess. It felt good, more natural jumping on the mic this time, though. I feel like in the past, waiting a while and jumping back. But it's not that I waited for a while because I was going through it, because I haven't been going through it. And I don't know if it's just the busyness or the family, being around family. But man, there's some health benefits to being around people that, genuinely care about your well-being. There's some health benefits to that. And there's health benefits to the positivity that your family brings. Well, it's not always positive, but, that's life. And you got to take the positive with the negative. And, and there's always positivity in family. I've learned, at least to my nieces and nephews, they're just fucking happy. And I love it. So, but yeah, Charlie seems to be acclimating well. Yeah, we keep him good and fed. If you can't tell, he's a little chonky. Whoops, I need to bump the table there. But listen, for Halloween, I am going to be, if anybody's aware of anime series Dragon Ball, my nephews are digging Dragon Ball, so I am going to be Piccolo, and there are going to be a couple other characters, and we're going to go trick-or-treating. So I'm going to be this big green dragon alien martial art expert trick-or-treating for candy. So I'm excited. I've been looking on Amazon for some kind of Dragon Ball Z character outfit for Charles over here, big Charlie. But it's not that I can't find a size. Normally it's just I can't find a size. But I can't find an outfit. I don't know if Dragon Ball hasn't dipped into the pet outfit industry, but they're missing out on, well, at least my business. I don't know how many other people are looking to dress their pets up like Dragon Ball Z characters and Dragon Ball characters. But there's this character in Dragon Ball now. It's like a purple cat, like Sphinx cat that does martial arts and stuff. Pretty badass. His name is like what the hell is it? Beerus. So I was looking for a Beerus or something like that, and I was looking for a outfit for him. And they got outfits for humans. It's not even a whole selection of them. It's just like one or two different selections, but not even for cats. They ain't got nothing. So I don't know what I'm going to do with you, man. I'd probably find you like a Pokemon outfit. Who you want to be? What's a good Pokemon for you? Some kind of chonky and... What's the name of that? Jigglypuff. Oh, is that a Pokemon? I'm not sure. I think it's a Pokemon. Yeah, I remember him from Super Smash Bros. And just like blows stuff and like that's how he fought his enemies, just blowing wind at them. You want to be Jigglypuff, dude? You're jiggly. Yeah. Those of you just listen, I just jiggled his belly on camera. So, yeah. I mean... For you guys, if I zoomed in on him, which I might do right now, he looks like a tiger, but he's not. He is a predator nonetheless, but not a tiger. Charlie is a soft warrior at heart. He killed lizards. He's a lizard killing veteran from Central Florida, but he put those days behind him. Not because he's not about, the fight anymore. It's just because he hung up the jersey. Well, because there's no lizards around here. So he's kind of forced into retirement. Like a pitcher throws his shoulder out or something. Anyways. But yeah, I'm loving it up here. I guess, let's see. Oh, man. We're only halfway through. But yeah, I'm loving it up here. I'm loving being around family. We've been on the lake a couple times. I've been not fishing, right? And I have not been catching fish, and I have not been on the lake fishing, enjoying myself yet. I'm just joking. All that's false. I've been having a great time on the lake. I've been fishing with mi hermano, my brother, and we've been having a great time. And we've been pulling bass, man. And it's just so beautiful watching the sunset go down and just catching up with your blood brother, like your little brother. I mean, I got more respect for that man than most people older than me. But he's my little brother by age. But I look up to him in a lot of ways. So I just hope he understands that. I'm sure he does. I told him. I'm sure I've told him. I don't know if I've said it like that, but he's a good dude. And a great dad, man. Holy smokes, dude. I mean, tenfold better than, what we had as dads, I don't know I don't know how he does it, but I'm just baffled at just how impressed I am with how he's doing with his life, and just because I get to see it firsthand. I feel like I come up short, man. Just looking at him, he's a good man. He's a good man now, and a great dad. Anyways, let's not get too personal, but anyways, yeah, I've been I've been watching some movies lately. Has anybody heard of Appaloosa? What was the dude's name? I forgot his name, but he's like Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, and he's in a bunch of other movies. But they're cowboys. He's a cowboy, and this other dude, I'm not good with names, but the other dude is in a bunch of movies too, and they're a duo, a team, and they just they trust each other unconditionally, like it's them against all these bandits for life, and they can read each other's minds. They're like brothers, and great movie, man. And even when one of them makes, not the smartest decisions or mistakes with either his tactical life or his love life, like the other one knows how this dude operates and just lets it play out unless it gets too dangerous. And then he'll step in, but he has the respect I don't know how to put this, but just the respect and the patience to deal with, his partner when even his partner doesn't make the best decisions, and he follows through and watches or lets his partner's life play out, whether or not he agrees with it or not, and he has the respect and patience to let his partner do that. And even if the partner makes mistakes, like, I've been talking about, although, Aragorn's character knows these mistakes are being played out, he will still, pull his buddy out of it, or help him out any way he can. And he proves it in the end of the movie. I don't want to spoil it for you, but just so his partner can live a life with the woman he loves, whether, he agrees with it or not. He bites the bullet and takes one for him, and kind of banishes himself from that community. You got to see the movie. It's a great movie and great testament to like a warrior brotherhood, like I don't know, just Appaloosa is a gem that I didn't even know existed. And but I'm glad I do now. It's a great movie. It's one of my favorites. It's probably up there in the top 3 or 4 movies. Obviously, The Patriot is a freaking amazing movie. Mel Gibson's The Patriot. It's the Revolutionary War. Just how Mel Gibson's character. I'm not sure. I think he was a real historically accurate character. I'm not sure, but I do know that he started like this militia and got into guerrilla warfare and stuff, and that's kind of how a lot of these. Well, if you've seen the movie, they take out the supply routes, and they take out a lot of these British officers when that's not classy in war, for British standards. So they just took on these new tactics that that we even implement today, like with you know, ambushes or raids, regular, scouting, and especially scouting and patrol reconnaissance, like all this stuff, old school playbooks, man, that they adapted, and then we adapt today. So I love movies like that, man. That just kind of like form. I mean, a lot of people don't like anything that I like as far as like patriotic stuff, and I get it. But this is the Treeline Podcast, so if you're not like all about being American and about that life, especially veterans, then you don't have to fucking listen or watch. You know what I'm saying? You could go do something else with your precious time you have. But otherwise, those of you that that do like this podcast or do listen in, then you know that like these country formative movies, like The Patriot. Appaloosa is more of a not really country forming, but kind of like law forming movie. Then, but still like a Western. Then you're in the right spot if that's what you're into. So, but yeah, Appaloosa was cool. The Patriot. There was another one that I think. I've been getting back into The Sopranos on my free time, which, again, I've said it before on this podcast, and I can only reiterate it, but I just have an opinion that I think every man should watch The Sopranos just because Tony Soprano is such a man, you know what I mean, and he can be an asshole, right, and he can be a very dispassionate, not dispassionate. Yeah, passionate and dispassionate asshole. But he will literally, obviously from the show, like kill or be killed for his family and for the better of his family. And it just reminds me of like just people I spend time with. I'm not talking about. I mean, obviously, I'd love to think that's me too. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking, virtue signal and shit like that. But obviously, I'd love to say that's me. But I definitely know that's people I spend my time around. But yeah, nobody else matters but his family. Nobody, except for those that he keeps close to him because, they honor him like he's the boss. He's El Jefe, and they understand that it's literally his family, like it's Tony's family over their own families. Like, that's just so badass to me. I have so much respect for that dude. I obviously he's a character, but I'd like to imagine he was based off, somebody real. So I don't know. I think it's a great show. I think people need to watch it to really get an idea of diverse characters of men and pick role models. I think it's a good idea for young men to pick role models anyways. You should be picking role models in your life because otherwise what are you aspiring to be? Like, I mean, I think that's something they pushed a lot in the Marine Corps was find that Marine that you want to be like. Find that tactical dude, that badass that puts his his boys over himself. That you really look up to that quality, that leadership, those leadership qualities. If you find some dude, then you know what I mean? Try, look up to that. Try to aspire to be that. If anything, that can only push you in a positive direction. So I think it's a good idea for young men to not necessarily idolize, but look up to and, aspire to be someone successful. That's someone who's already done it. They got the blueprints for it. If you can, carve yourself out a pie or a piece of that circle, just to be in that circle, then why not? It can only benefit you to be around, positive, successful people that you look up to and aspire to be. And that can only encourage them to, help you along the way. I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of what, you do in the Marine Corps, I guess. And I think I apply that to life still today. I like to keep myself around, obviously, people I aspire to be like and learn from, and So I guess I'm saying that's good for young men, but older men should do it too. I guess you should always try to aspire to be better. And if someone's doing it better than you and they're, close enough to you that they can teach you some of the, tactics or whatever they use to get to where they're at, then why not exploit that or try to, why not try to apply that to your own life and try to be better. So that's all I'm saying is if you're a young man and you ain't got much direction, just find someone you look up to at work, at school, someone who, you think is, damn, that guy or even that girl, they're always on time. They always got their work done. And I look up to that. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to live a life where the boss isn't breathing down my back, and it seems like that person has got it all figured out. So why not aspire to try to at least get up to that level and then move on to the next one? Who knows? It could be a ladder. Is that what the ladder is? Is that the corporate ladder, Charlie? Is that how that works? Oh, Charlie's passed out. He's fallen asleep probably a couple of minutes ago. But yeah. The Treeline podcast will be coming back slowly. Like I said, this is kind of a temporary setup. Unless you guys like it, I don't know. If not, then I'm trying to do something else. I got some other space where I might be able to do more of it enclosed. I don't know how this is going to sound with the wood floor and stuff and the wood walls. It might be a little echoey, but I might be able to try to find some carpet or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I might just cut it a little short. I got a lot more setting up to do here. I've only been here a couple of weeks, so cleaning is done. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't even dirty. Just had to do some vacuuming and wiping down, and I'm pretty much set. I got a pretty cool wood stove that goes to no chimney. It's obviously for aesthetics. It looks great as my TV stand, in which is the position it holds currently. But regardless, I just want to say please like, follow, subscribe to the Treeline podcast. I love you guys, and have a great week. I'm not sure I'm going to come back before another week. I'll try to do my best to keep up with it. As I told you, I'm busy now, so I'm not going through it anymore. I'm living a positive lifestyle, in which I wish upon all of you. I love you. Deuces. Keep it real. Charlie, anything? All right. Later.